We're 10, which is fantastic. It feels like an amazing journey. I think one of the challenges that we face as an industry is how can we really tell if we're making progress or not? How do we benchmark progress? How can we understand our impacts better? And how can we get to that all-important transparency?
The reality is that trafficking happens, but it happens in opaque areas, deep in supply chains, where regulation is not enforced, and we don't have significant exposure. As we begin to engage in supply chains increasingly through this concept of transparency, we're going to understand the dynamics of slavery better. We're going to understand what solutions work. We're going to figure out where those interventions actually can really address the problem.
Now, when we talk about wet processing, we're talking about dyeing, finishing, printing, all of these processes that are quite intensive in terms of water, energy, and chemical use. And it's a very opaque area. It's very hard to tackle. It's far down in the supply chain. It's complex. It's variable. But nevertheless, brands have been asking us for years to help them come up with a way to address wet processing and to ideally come up with a benchmark.
Ladies and gentlemen, this new progress tool is called Mode Tracker.
What is Mode Tracker? Mode Tracker, our updated scorecard, is a progress tool for fashion professionals. It allows brands to communicate year-on-year progress on their sustainability journeys and have 100% of that independently verified by Made By.
I was sort of happy, I was sort of proud of the team, proud of Made By. I was there sort of from the beginning and sort of thrilled how it developed. I was happy with the people in the room, the quality of people, the organizations they represent, the location which was so perfectly picked and organized, the level of discussion. So yes, I'm fully happy and thrilled.
What I really enjoyed about the event was there was a really substantive conversation about specific issues that affect the high fashion industry. And that's really important to move the conversation on sustainability forward. What I also enjoyed is that there were specific tools that were showcased and practical ideas in terms of how we can move the conversation forward. And there was a lot of candidness in terms of what has worked for sustainability and what has not, which is rare in terms of people providing real input on what is working.